If you're struggling to beat the S&P 500 and working long hours, you need a strategy that fits into your lifestyle. The beauty of the small investment approach is that it doesn't require massive upfront capital or day trade. It's about finding a few growth stories to latch onto. You're not trying to catch every big wave. You just need a few solid waves that can carry you above the average market returns. With the discipline, patience, and a willingness to learn from mistakes, you can gradually turn the tide in your favor. Of course, the stock market is volatile. Even great companies go through rough patches. When you start small, it's easier to hold through volatility because you haven't risked your entire portfolio on one pick. You have the emotional resilience to weather the storms. And if the company's fundamentals remain strong, that volatility can be an opportunity to add more at a lower price, eventually enhancing your returns. Emotional control is easier when the stakes are smaller. As your investments prove themselves, you can scale up carrying the same disciplined approach forward. This reduces the chance of panic selling or making emotional decisions. Two of the biggest traits to achieving returns that beat the market. Let's break it down into action. You might be thinking, this all sounds great, but what do I do next? Here's one small, manageable step you can take immediately. Identify one sector that you're personally or professionally interested in. Maybe you work in technology, so you have a good sense of certain tech trends. Or perhaps you're interested in healthcare because you've read about innovative therapies and see potential growth there. Choose one company in that sector that you find intriguing. Maybe it's a mid cap company that's well reviewed by reputable analysts and shows consistent growth in revenue. Spend just 30 minutes this week reading about that company. Check out their latest earnings report highlights, read a couple of investor oriented articles, and glance at their price history. If after this research you feel comfortable, consider making a small investment, just a few $100s to start. This single action gets you into the mindset of exploring small investments with the potential for big returns. By doing this, you're putting the theory into practice. Imagine looking back in 10 years at a portfolio that started with a few well chosen small investments, positions that grew and multiplied beyond your initial expectations. Imagine realizing that your careful, incremental approach has outpaced the broad market, bringing you closer to financial goals you thought were reserved for those with massive capital or full time dedication to invest. If this message resonates with you, if you see this potential of small investments to yield large returns, hit that subscribe button. Here on, you can surpass the stock market. I'll continue providing insights, strategies, and tips to help you steadily improve your returns and top the S&P 500. We'll dive deeper into specific sectors, highlight promising companies, and refine the approach so it fits seamlessly into your busy life. By subscribing, you are taking a step toward ensuring you don't miss future insights that could guide you to better investments.